Hey YouTube, it's been a while since I've done a Buckfastercaster. This is number 34. I think the last one I did was like in October or something like that. So it just kind of shows you how behind I am with my projects. I've actually got a few in bits that would have been earlier that I kind of started and never got down to, a few bases and stuff. So I'm going to make we've got an election tomorrow, so it's a bit of a, I'm going to make a bit of a party political broadcast at the end, so you can just, as soon as I start talking about that, you just quit if you're not from here. Just because I got a big pile of bump through the letter box this morning. Yeah, so here we go, number 34. This has the coiladder 20 in it, which I should have put the picture of the coiladder. I got a picture of an adder, a snake. I wrote coiladder on it, so that was my coiladder. So this is the 20 sound one. The ones I did before had different wiring systems. This one, the added coil is in the middle between the neck and the middle, whereas the last one I did, well, one of them had half a hot rail attached to this, and the other one had basically another. In fact, the other one was I actually used a humbucker to do it. So I figured that going for a bit more, the neck will give you more bassier sounds probably. I think it worked. So instead, previously I had a three-way switch operating it and a push-pull. So you get 15 sounds in when you pull up one of the pots, it reversed the phase. So you get the 5 strat sounds, 5 hum cancelling sounds, 5 hum bucking sounds, and 5 hum cancelling out of phase, and 5 hum cancelling out of 5 hum bucking out of phase. Yeah, 25. That's quite a lot, and kind of the only reason I put the phase switch in was because, you know, adding a push-pull pot gave it 10 more sounds, so instead of having 15 at 25. On this one, and I controlled one of them with an extra 3-way lever. This one kind of just looks like a normal Strat. So we have volume, a 4-position rotary, and a tone, a master tone, which does everything. Pretty easy to understand, I hope. So if you've got this up at full, as in at 10, fully clockwise, it's a Strat, so it just does everything does exactly the same. This pickup isn't used. If you click it in 1, it adds this pickup in parallel, which gives you 5 hum cancelling sounds. If you go another one, it adds this one in series, which gives you 5 hum bucking sounds. And if you go to the last one, it's out of phase and humbucking at the same time. So I messed about with the neck pickup. So there's your neck. Quite a good guitarist, actually. And then you go for the next one, which is hum cancelling. Actually makes it sound a wee bit bassier. Really more the purpose of that was for noise reduction. So as you know, hum cancelling. And then if you go another one, it's hum bucking, which ups the output for a bit more. So this is me just using the neck pickup and adding in this pickup in 3 different ways. This works for every position of the 5-way switch. And then the last one is out of phase. It's very thin. And if I'm honest, the coiladder 25, there's kind of wasn't really that much point in having the phase hum bucking and phase hum cancelling. I messed about with one of them for a while and decided that the hum bucking one was a slightly better sound than the hum cancelling one, which is great for backing tracks. Yep, and back to full stop. It doesn't make as much a difference. Clearly the most phasey sound you can get, which it makes sense to me now, because basically what a phaser's doing is it's reversing the extra pickup. So the closer these are together, the reverse coil one and the normal pickup, the more similar sound they're hearing. So when you subtract one from the other, you end up with much less very thin. Yeah. Whereas before, the phasiest sound would have been in the bridge position. So I'll use the phase and put a wee sort. I'll use it for one of the things you can use it for, which is a sort of acoustic-y sort of sound. Then I'll go off the phase, so I'm into strap mode and it pick up. In this position, when you're in the bridge pickup, it's adding in this one, so you get a sort of Dave Gilmour Telecaster type sound. The next one's humbucking. I'm kind of cheating a little bit because I can't really demo number, is it 35 to say this one was? Number 35. This is a left-handed version of said thing. So it's kind of, I might do a video of this one later and try and play something left-handed. It's dead hard. I mean, there's so much I can do setting up technically. You know, like I can make all the strings the right height and I can intone it. It's just when it comes to actually playing a chord, even playing chords that you would think would be quite easy, like a D is kind of upside down and wrong and hard. It sounds like I've never played the guitar before, so this probably won't be getting its own video. Also, seeing as I'm doing this look, what I'm going to do is, I bought a bass last week. It was described as, 8 minutes in, that'd be fine, I'll just swear a little bit. It was described as crap bass, and it turned out the neck was good, so I put this other neck on it yesterday. So, if that's loud. A bit of bass on this, just, I've got a bit of strap on it. I've just realised actually pressing and stomping on the switch and doing it at the same time is not so easy. Was it A I started on? Nope, starting from D. So reasons for putting a strap on. Start with D then. Or C. Yeah, so I think I'm going to turn this into possibly an Eldorado bass, just basically because it's dead easy to do. All I really need to do is, well, I need to buy a bottle of Eldorado, drink it, get the label off it, and because it's already blue, I'm thinking basically a sort of yellow scratch plate, maybe a little bit of red, maybe a bit of red, a bit of white, and then a random sticker on the headstock, rather than paint it, 'cause it's actually quite nice. So it's obviously, I've not cleaned it up yet. It's pretty manky, but yeah. So Eldorado bass coming up. It's an old Honor neck I had. So if I go back to guitar, I'll have a wee bit of a jam. I mean, I don't generally. I'm not a tone wood person. I don't think there's really anything wrong with a plywood guitar. Neither of these two are plywood. The two Buckcasters are plywood. I don't know about the bass because I haven't actually chopped it up. But got the bass amp, guitar amp. Incidentally, I'm using Laney VC15 and no pedals. Using that 3x12 cabinet, no pedals yet. Apart from the loop pedal and the drum. So now I've got US Dream pedal, a bit of distortion. Modes, which is a bit more rocking. feeling a little bit stilted. A wee bit fast for it to get the strings slippy. These are just fresh on. So the fact that the whole tune at all is pretty good, but you can't expect bad strings, so use that stuff. Great, makes them feel like elixirs a bit. So much better. listen to it, it doesn't seem to make that much difference going between neck pickup and hum cancelling mode. Maybe a little bit more, bit less bright. The big difference is that's the buzz you get from. I'm holding up to the amp, or should hold up to the speakers. No, I should hold up to the amp clearly. And I don't know how it works. Basically, that's me holding up to the amp. Hear the buzz? Or I put on hum cancelling mode. Completely gone. So if you're using tons of gain and all that stuff, it doesn't really, and you want to sit right next to your amp, it makes a huge difference. And maybe for recording, less so actual sound difference, if you know what I mean. It's a little bit brighter, not hugely so, not really losing anything, but I go for a bit more fuzz. Do I like my fuzz pedal? This one? Yeah, I like that. Was it D I said it was in? Out of phase will sound good with that first pedal. From the neck maybe. Some crazy sounds in there. That first pedal was one that I got off Facebook Marketplace. It was go for the more normal. It was handmade by somebody. I've knocked all the knobs in that one. This is a twin note. a little bit concerned about that interference that's coming across the screen. It's because the connection to the camera's not brilliant. I think it's probably going to be coming through in the video. Hopefully the sound coming through something else. So it's maybe a little bit flickery. Yeah, so Buckfastercaster number 34. These all get engraved on the back. I need to see if I can find a back cover for it. Yeah, this is actually a different type of paint now. I'm using one that I can actually lacquer over the top of, so these should last longer than the first generation where I was using paint that had a picture of like a kid's bike on it painted that I got in B&Q. This is different stuff that doesn't react with the lacquer, so you end up with actually not bad. It's a little bit, and I wasn't too keen on, I wasn't too thinking about the back because you can't see that. It was really just the top I was going for, but it's kind of got the backy there. See, if I hold it at an angle, you can see better the colour of the scratch plate. Yeah, so Buckfastercaster number 34, ready to rock. This might actually already be sold. Hi Ronnie, if you're looking at it, then you should buy this. It's an awesome guitar. See if everyone who bought like a cheap guitar, see if you could pick up like, you know, the Squire Bullets and stuff like that played like this. So many more people would continue playing the guitar rather than giving up. It's really light and really airy, sounding and surprising, really actually quite loud unplugged, which is always a good sign. I think I will have to. I'll have to do a sort of comedy video for the other one. I'll probably do it after this, just so that the Buckfastercaster playlist has the right number of things in it. So there's 33 videos there just now for all 33 Buckfasters. This will be the 34th. So it'd be a shame to have the 34th and the 5th in the same one. So I will do some sort of demo of me just making horrible noise with that one. The wiring's exactly the same as this. So my thoughts on this coiladder system is, I think it's better than the previous one. One of the ones I'm noticing when I'm watching the screen there when I'm playing, when you're playing like this, look, this is where your hand sits when you're playing, you can see that it's got something odd going on. Whereas with the other ones, if I put the other pickup in there, your hand covers it up so it just looks like a strap, whereas this one it's kind of like immediately, it's good, too many pickups in that guitar. And I hope I've explained how it works relatively easily. I actually did a video yesterday of me wiring this up and had just, the camera kept cutting out. It took maybe 5 times as long to wire. I wired the lefty one today, and it was so much easier when I'm not having to try and look up and check things, and maybe something to do with the fact that this is the first ever coiladder 20 I fitted, and that's the second, so I just did it yesterday, so it was dead easy. It took 10 minutes. Yeah, so that's me over for the guitars. Rock on, catch you later. Now the boring party political broadcast. Tomorrow in Scotland we've got an election coming up, and just going by I've put all this crap down. Put that down. Right. God, it's getting so much stuff through the post, and it really is. I'm going to have a quick commentary. Ruth Davidson, Scottish Conservative Party, just put that straight in the bin. I mean, it's like I got a leaflet from them a couple of weeks ago, I don't know where it is, and I circled all the comments on it that said either SNP or independence referendum, and there wasn't a sentence on a whole double-sided thing that didn't actually mention the SNP or an independence referendum in every single sentence, every single one, and it's like, every single one, it's like, and it was like maybe 30 different wee quotes and paragraphs. So I mean, they've just got no policies whatsoever. They hate you. They just want you to just get back down, do what you're told. So just, not very many women I wouldn't slap her. Would I say something nasty to her? I don't even know. I would just shun her, I think is probably the answer. If it was a snowball fight, would I throw a snowball at her? Probably not. No, I wouldn't. I'm not that nasty, but really horrible, horrible, horrible monster. But just put that in the bin. Oh, another one. Oh, here's an urgent message from Ruth Davidson, the Scottish Conservatives. Scottish Conservatives. Yeah. And as you can see there, 2 stopped SNP. No policies. Don't have any. None. Just you're in SNP. What have we got here? Another. How much money is the taxpayer spent sending me all this rubbish? And that wee guy there, Dross. What an absolute knob. punch him. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't punch anybody. I would say something nasty to him though, because it's just a wee rat. What's this? All for Unity. I haven't actually looked at these. This is me just picked up this on my doormat this morning. They've kind of got quite a cool sort of mod type thing on it, but I don't know what All for Unity is. I'd imagine it's probably just, oh god, I probably would punch him. He's an absolute rat. Yeah. What we got? Green, yes. So don't really know much about the Greens. We've got a 2-vote thing here where you've got like you can vote for any party you want, and then there's a sort of sneaky backdoor one where it's a listed vote, it's called. That's why we've got some Conservatives. None of them won or in any of the seats. I don't think. There might be one with people, rich elitists down in the borders, but Green for number 2, possibly. I've not even decided what I'm going to do yet. For vote 2, what we've got here, Reform UK. Did I just have that a minute ago? Free speech means being able to, no education, no masks in class, no lockdowns. Monster Raven Looney Party. Supermajority. Alba, or pronounced Alaba. That's Alex Salmon's party. I don't really know about that either. But mentioned, to be totally honest, the Alba thing, I remember when I first started buying stereo systems and stuff, Alba made the really cheap ones, or the company called Alba. Nothing to do with what it means or anything like that. So they might be getting my second vote, not really sure. What have we got here? Tusk? I've never heard of Tusk Against Cuts. Trade Unionist and Socialist Coalition? I've no idea what that is. But they've got like policies. It's like tax the rich. Oh, the best person won't like that. Vote socialist. We're voting to stop the SNP. Yeah, so it doesn't even. I'm assuming this is Labour, just going by the fact it's sort of red writing on it. Does it even say? It's not. It's another Conservative one. They're spending an awful lot of money. They're running scared. But really, it's like, what you don't want is you don't want people to have a choice. No, whether you're going to vote yes or no to when we get an independence referendum, you don't want. It's like no, we don't want that choice. No, you're not allowed it. Bastards. That'll be Labour. So at least they've used red. So what have they got? Oh, there's no is there any mention? Let's focus on my out. Says not. It doesn't actually. See, this guy is not stupid. It doesn't say anti-SNP on the front. Jobs recovery, NHS recovery, education. See, they've been very clever by not saying that. Not getting a vote. These companies, all these parties are all run by London. That's a really bad picture of Alex Salmon. He looks like he's a bit. No, about that. And there's who you vote for. So sorry if I've lost her as a subs there. This has been a bit boring, but really, don't vote for your football team. Vote for what's best for the country. That's it. I can't really see how anyone. I just physically cannot see how somebody can see like Jacob Rees-Mogg and Boris Johnson and think they're interested in me. They'll do things to help me. They couldn't care less. The aristocracy, they've got multi-millionaires. All they're interested in is making themselves and the people they went to school with as much money as possible. That's why there's such a kerfuffle going on. And if you're foreign, not from Scotland or the UK, then you won't know. If you're from England or anything like that, you will, or if you only ever watch TV and never actually look at anything, just assume. Then you'll think, oh, Scotland's subsidised. Yeah, we're all poor and scum and not worth anything, and we shouldn't be having our own flag. You're not even allowed to use the salt tower on Facebook anymore. That's why I put one on the wall behind me. Yeah, but that's not true. So there you go. Yeah, enough of a political rant. So tomorrow, if you're Scottish, go and vote. Don't vote for your football team. Vote for your country. I feel really dirty talking about this. Anyway, rock on. Catch you later. I'm going to put the live stream back to Sunday night because I think it's Saturday. It didn't feel right. It's like I kind of get used to the Sunday thing. So the Sunday's kind of lolling about all day because I don't have to do a video and then doing the live stream, so I can get lots of stuff done. Whereas Saturday's like a normal day.